everybody, I'm Ashley Ammons, and welcome to another edition of Fredonia Faces. We got a great show for you tonight. We'll be talking with Fredonia's Enactus, which is an international organization that uses entrepreneurial action to create projects within the community. Later, we'll be learning how to cook with Stephanie Kiyak, who will be teaching us a little bit about healthy eating and vegan food. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Hi. Now, I know, obviously, you guys are part of Enactus. What does Enactus have to offer students here at Fredonia?
Well, Enactus has a lot of videos. We have a videographer, Evan, and he actually just made a really great video, Enactus Spirit video. So if you want to show that, that kind of encompasses what we're all about.
Cue the video.
Family. I've been able to find my passion and really be able to grow personally and professionally.
I came into school
not
really thinking that business was anything I'd ever want to do. I was a music major. Then I just got involved in Enactus because I wanted to help people, and it ended up changing my life.
Enactus has had a big effect on my confidence going into my career. It's the closest thing to real-world experience you could get, and that's really what gives you that confidence taking that next step forward.
I think it's definitely one of the best decisions of my whole college career.
Well, I'm a part of the Next team, which works with the Girl Scouts of Western New York.
Recently, we just had the Girl Scouts come in, and it was such a great experience to go to mentor all these girls for a whole entire day and build relationships with these girls just in a couple hours.
Honestly, it's never something that I thought that I would really feel passionate about, but now that actually doing it and stuff, I love every minute of it, and it's absolutely great.
I am the division director for the Life team of Fredonia Enactus, which stands for Leading Individuals Forward to Empowerment.
I am the VP of Edge Consulting, and this is a subdivision of Fredonia Enactus, and we work on empowering small businesses and established businesses struggling to make ends meet.
And we have a series of projects where we work with local business owners to try to improve them economically through financing help. We'll help with marketing campaigns.
I'm part of the Life team, and we volunteer weekly at the Boys and Girls Club. And this year, we actually had them create their own brownie.
And we bring in business skills, and we want to empower these children to have a future in their lives.
And they marketed their brownie, they actually came up with commercials, and at the end they presented their brownies to a board of Enactus members.
Like the perks of having an all team is you get to problem solve and tell what your obstacles are in a project, that having all that different insight really helps our project thrive and actually have results.
The spirit of Enactus is the spirit of an entrepreneurial group that gets together not just to impact the community, but to realize that together they make a bigger ripple as a whole.
Well, that was a great video, guys. Now, what are your positions in Enactus?
Well, I'm Delia. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Fredonia Enactus. So I work alongside with our CEO, Benji Soto, and I deal more with the projects and managing the projects, making sure that we're getting sustainable outcomes in the I
Nice.
She's a big deal.
I was going to say, it's a little overwhelming.
It's a big person to have on this set.
What about you, Luke?
I don't know if I'm as interesting, but I'm Luke Bartone. I work with the Add Value team, which is a real-life marketing agency that
a
actually
big deal.
makes money for Enactus that funds our projects and stuff. So we do marketing and commercials and website design. I also do Edge Consulting, which is economic development gained through empowerment.
Nice, because I was going to ask you what.
and pretty much we find local businesses in the community, and we find out what they need, and we pretty much create a plan for them to better their lives, and then we watch them grow.
Better
and
their life.
measure these outcomes, and then that's when we go to our competition.
Now, who are some of the companies that you guys typically work with?
So to break down to Enactus, there's 80 members in our group now. We come from 22 academic majors, but we all have one common goal: to use entrepreneurial action in the community through several different projects. We have social, economic, environmental. We work with several companies, like Luke said, with Edge Consulting, companies that are struggling in the community, but also we have a lot of partnerships, such as with the Fredonia Farmers Market.
Nice.
We recently launched a project called AgriMobile, which is an online farmers market. So people will be able to.
Yeah, I saw that actually.
Yeah.
There's a flyer.
It went viral when it wasn't supposed to, so we're like.
That was like a little hush hush.
Yeah, but it's okay. So everyone in the community is going to be able to access fresh local food and have it delivered to their doorstep from the website.
Delivered to their house. It's no joke.
That's great, actually. Now, how long have you guys been a part of Enactus?
So I joined about 2 years ago. I joined not as a business major, which Enactus started up as. I'm a political science major, and then worked through our Green Wave projects, and now the co-president with Benji. So
I joined a year ago.
Nice.
yeah.
So you guys, as you said, you guys do like a lot of projects. So I know that leads to events. Now, what are some events that you guys usually do?
Well, tomorrow we have cookies on campus, and they're just not any
Yes.
cookies, Girl Scout cookies.
Where in the NPR?
Yeah, so it's in Willie from 12 to 5.
From 12 to 5.
Now, how much are these?
The boxes are $4, and they will be selling out very quickly, so it probably won't go till 5.
I'll try to
Yeah.
get there an hour before.
It's no joke. Yeah, last year they ran out and they almost panicked. So this is Girl Scout cookie selling 2.0 on campus. Let's see if we can sell more. And we've been working with these girls for a while. We had a big event right before the second semester started called Ingredients for Success. And pretty much we take these Girl Scouts and we teach them how to make future life decisions.
Is that I'm sorry, is that an annual event? Because I remember something, I remember that last year before we came back.
Yeah, this year was our second annual. We had about 75 Girl Scouts, so we teach them things like career exploration, college prep, financial literacy, and also help them increase their cookie sales, because a lot of these girls can get scholarships and stuff if they sell more cookies. So
now these are like 10, 12-year-olds kind of?
Actually, yeah, we range from 8 to 16, so there's girls that are in high school.
They'll be pressing you for Thin Mints.
Now, I know you guys have an event on Saturday, Buckets for Billups. Let's talk a little bit about that.
So Buckets for Billups was created to honor the late Amir Buckets Billups, who was an alumni here, and he's a great basketball player here, and he died, I'm not exactly sure.
He was the star player on our Fredonia basketball team.
That was one of my friends.
Oh, yeah, so you obviously know how great Amir was, so we wanted to honor him by hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. All the proceeds go to the local Boys and Girls Club, which one of our projects works with them, and all the proceeds go to their basketball program.
Nice.
So as you know, Amir went from Fredonia to playing for the 716ers. So that's Saturday, 11 to 5 in Dodds.
Now
I was gonna say, if you can ball, get a team together. It's $20. And goes to Dunkirk Boys and Girls Club.
Now I know there was one last year, this is the second annual one. Now describe the typical, because I know I saw a video of it. There was like a DJ, and I saw like all the kids there.
Yep. I mean, I didn't actually go. No, I didn't actually. I was just saying, I didn't go to the last one. I didn't get to go, but I'm definitely going to this one.
Yeah, you can register the day of, $20, like Luke said. Usually teams of 4, because it's 3-on-3. You always want to have a substitute. And it's all day. This year it is actually knockout, like you get knocked out if you lose once. There's no toilet bowl. So we were there for a long time last year because there was ties,
That's why I didn't sign up this year.
Yeah, so there's some really good basketball players, but there's also people that are doing it for fun. So it's supposed to go till 5. There'll be music. We actually have a halftime show brought to you by Envy Expression.
EX, yes.
Yeah, EX is performing, so it'll be really fun. And the family's going to be there, and boys and girls from the local Boys and Girls Club.
Now, do the kids have their own little tournament as well? Or?
Yeah, so along with actually participating in the tournament, we have an intern from the Dunkirk High School, and we're teaching him event planning so that he can transfer those skills into college, and maybe he'll want to do event planning and marketing and business. So.
All right, well, I'm definitely gonna. I didn't go last year either, but I'm definitely gonna go this year.
Yeah,
it was great speaking with you guys. I look forward to the Girl Scout cookies, especially. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, Stephanie Kiyak will be joining us. So stay tuned. You guys don't want to miss Cooking with the Kiyaks.
Glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide plus water.
Hey, Gio, what's up?
And energy. Superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, coronary artery.
I'd like to pass them back to you now.
For chemotherapy types of endoplasmic reticulum with ribosomes. It's 3 o'clock already. And without. Copy of the skeletal anatomy syllabus for chem cycle Wednesday. Velocity access skeletal anatomy Thursday. The lobes of the cortex.
She's got the drive,
cranial volume,
the energy,
ventral, parietal,
the heart,
and occipital,
and the talent.
motor output. Vena cava.
Pre-med.
But she wouldn't be here
Evolutionary development.
without your help. Please please support the United Negro College Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Hello, I am Sydney Smith, and I am joined with Mark and Stephanie Kiyak for a segment we like to call Cooking with the Kayaks. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you, Stephanie?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm great, and how are you, Mark?
Just peachy.
Just peachy? Well, great. I am so excited to see what you have in store for us today. So tell us, what are we making?
So we're going to start out with making refried bean burgers. And this recipe is going to call for, as it is, a base of beans. Today I'm going to use black beans and chickpeas. But you can use 2 different kinds of beans, whatever you like.
Yeah.
All right, so you start out with 2 cups of beans.
2 cups.
And what I did was I prepared a lot of stuff beforehand so that we didn't run out of time. Okay. So this was a cup of chickpeas and a cup of black beans.
Okay.
And I'm going to do that. And
what? We did slides. We don't want it to fall out. That would
how
be
it
bad.
becomes refried beans now is I'm going to mash them.
To mash them. Okay,
Right.
so what is that thing called, a masher?
So this is a potato masher.
Oh, it's a potato masher.
And the whole idea of refried beans, when you eat them in a Mexican restaurant, it's just mashed beans that are
It's
cooked
just
with some spices.
Okay.
So the first thing is mash some of these beans a little bit. And then the next thing I'm going to add is going to be some of the wet. So what I've gotten here is already pre-made a cup of rice, a small chopped onion, some Dijon mustard, some liquid aminos, which is this.
Let's bring them over.
And liquid aminos is, it's organic and it's a soy sauce substitute. Tastes pretty much like soy sauce or tamari.
Okay.
And then I've got 2 cloves of garlic minced in here, which I actually use this.
Okay.
Some organic. So.
Is everything that you're using organic?
Pretty much. The beans, I make the beans at home, so they are organic. The rice is organic. The garlic's organic. That's organic. Yeah, so pretty much
basically
whatever I can get organic, I will.
Oh, it smells so good.
So you start with that.
Should I be cooking it?
Nope, you're not going to do anything until.
I only do what the chef tells me to do. I am the chef's helper.
I tell you what, would you like to? You can mix.
I can mush. I can mash and mush.
So I'm going to add that.
Add that. Should we show
so
everyone?
So go ahead and mash and mush.
What is this we just added?
So that was the rice.
Oh, okay.
Is that an orzo?
Onion. It is organic long brown rice.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks kind of like orzo.
Can you see? Can you get in there? You get close up in there?
Oh, that smells so good.
Yeah.
So now the next thing I'm
doesn't
going to add, once you've got that well
Too bad
mixed.
we don't have smell-o-vision in here.
I know. Everyone else is missing out.
So now some of this dried spices is going to be 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika.
Ooh, I smell it.
And then we have nutritional yeast, a half a cup, a teaspoon of Himalayan salt, which comes from the Himalayan mountains. They've been able to tap into.
The pink?
Yes, the pink.
Yes.
250,000-year-old salt, right?
That stuff's
like
cool. I
from
have
a
that.
glacier, right? It's from a glacier.
Yeah.
It's
really
pretty
cool. It's
yeah.
pretty to look at.
And a half a teaspoon of Cajun spice.
Okay.
So basically that's the taste.
Okay.
If you like it spicy, add a little bit more.
All right.
I like it spicy.
Yeah, me too.
So last but not least is going to be the dried ingredients once you get that. And that's going to be 3/4 cups oats.
Mushing and turning.
And a cup of breadcrumbs. And breadcrumbs, if you don't want to buy them pre-made, I went all the way up to Wegmans and I bought a beautiful grain bread, chopped it up into little cubes, dried it, then put it in my food processor. Wow. So you make your own.
Committed.
Make your own breadcrumbs, yes.
Some people have said we should be committed, yes.
All right, so this is going to be you might have to go from this to this. I don't know.
What am I supposed to do there?
I'm going to mix this in there.
In
but
there?
it's going to be a little tough.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Here it goes.
What, you want me to use the white one there?
No, go see what
we'll
you can
see.
do.
This?
Well, it's a little stiffer.
And then here's a great trick
We'll see. This
for
is
making
working all right.
burgers. I'm using a lid from a mayonnaise jar, a big mayonnaise jar, and either saran wrap or this, put it in the inside.
And then you.
And then when we make the burgers, we flatten it out,
Show 'em
it'll
what it
just
looks
come
like.
out easy.
Show them what it looks like.
Yeah.
Well,
Show
as
the people
soon-
at home what it
well,
Show
looks
as
everyone at
soon-
home.
As soon as he finishes making, we will make our first burger.
It's
And then I'll also tell you, I just bought this induction burner.
Yeah,
which-
tell us about that burner
So these burners are fairly new technology, and they use magnetic technology to
Right.
heat it up.
It's hard to see.
So the only way that you can use that burner is to have a pot that's got something like this, or test one of your pans at home, and if a magnet sticks to it, it'll work.
It'll work.
So cast iron could be used on it, and of course pots that are made specifically for it.
And it only turns on if you
If
have
the pot
that
is on it,
The pot is on it,
and
yeah.
if it's the right pot.
Okay.
So, you know, not only does it cook really, really fast, it cooks like 4 times the speed of regular gas or electric, but it's even terrific for older people.
Yeah.
You know, as people lose their memories, and
Yeah.
you hear of people that they could start a fire because
Yeah.
they've left something on
It's
the
so
stove.
much safer that
it's
way.
Safe.
It's safe and
It's
it's
safe.
easy and it's quick, which
Yes.
is so nice.
It's even mark-proof.
So that's what we are using. Now, what we're going to do to make our first burger is I'm going to stick that in here.
Is that done well
That
enough?
should be good enough.
Okay.
And I'm going to smash it down. So rather than trying to make it a round ball, I'm just going to smash it in here.
That's smart.
I'm
It's
turning
gonna be
it
a
on.
perfect circle.
Now, I
Yep,
will
like
tell
a
you.
burger.
Like a burger.
Like a burger. Look at that.
So there's only one little thing. I forgot my spray oil, but because that's a nonstick, I think it'll work.
It'll
okay?
probably, yeah, if it's a non-stick. And so you take it off,
There's
it doesn't
one.
do
That'll
anything.
work.
And now you can see
There
it.
it
There
is.
you go.
Whoops,
There it is.
it
Can you see
slipped.
it?
You see
There
it?
it-
Can you see it?
A little bit.
It slipped a little,
Slip. We don't want it to fall
but
out.
it's in
yeah,
there.
we get the idea.
It's in there.
It's in there. It's
Away
ready
we
to
go.
Be, cooked.
I am ready.
His main job right now.
That's right.
And we got one more. So the thing with this kind of food as well,
Yeah.
everything's already cooked.
Yeah.
So really what we're doing is we're heating. We're not
heating
really
it up.
cooking.
Cooking it.
Because all of the ingredients,
They're already ready
they're
to
already,
eat.
right. You could eat this raw,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with
All right,
that.
away we go.
Which is
Right,
really
so
nice.
we're just basically browning. And if you wanted to put the top
I
on
can.
to make it a
I
little,
will.
To make it
go a little
So this will
faster,
take what, 4 minutes?
it might even be faster than
Yeah.
that. In fact, if you want to put it up one more notch to 6,
To 6?
I will.
but then just pay attention.
Yeah. How do you
So the-
know when it's
I'm
ready
paying
to be
attention.
flipped? Just kind of guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like on the regular
You have to
fry pan.
trust me.
So then what we're going to do is we're going to top it with Hilferty's cheese slices.
Oh.
So these are vegan cheese slices. They
hold 'em up.
are getting better with time. This isn't necessarily a brand that is the best out there, in my opinion, but it's what I can get local.
Okay.
I just recently discovered another brand when I went up to Wegmans.
There you go.
And,
What's that brand?
that one was Follow Your Heart. And it tastes a little bit closer to real American cheese.
Yeah. Does this not really taste like it?
You know what? It's not exactly, but,
But it- hey,
it's,
I mean, it's
but
good
it's
for you.
tasty.
Yeah. It's good
Way
enough.
too fast. You give it some.
I
give it
know.
some
I got to
time.
let it cook some more.
Let
I
it
wasn't
cook.
quite sure.
He's eager.
I know. I'm hungry.
He's hungry.
I'm hungry.
So the other thing that we're going to make with this, would you like to make the peanut sauce, or should
Ooh.
I?
You're the chef.
I should do that? All right. So
Your
the
chef
other
Steph.
thing that we're going to make today to go along with this
There we
is some
go. Now
spicy
it's
peanut
cooking.
sauce. So I'm going to start out with my organic peanut butter.
Okay.
And I found out recently from a farmer that if you're going to eat anything organic, it should be peanut butter. He said that down in the South, peanuts are a rotation crop for cotton. So the ground is heavily saturated with pesticides and fertilizers to grow the cotton, much more than any other. Oh, okay. And then when they grow the regular peanuts on it, it's got that much more contaminants.
Wow.
So really, whenever you can, stick with organic peanuts.
Organic?
All right.
Organic
Peanuts.
peanuts.
Organic.
Yeah.
That's the way to
Yes.
do it.
Really
Let's make some
important.
sauce. I'm getting hungry.
I don't think that's ready yet.
Okay.
But you can flatten.
I can flatten?
You can flatten a little, help it along.
So,
Oh, you mean flatten the burger?
Flatten the burger.
I'll flatten the
what
burger.
goes in the sauce? The
So
organic peanut butter.
So the organic peanut butter is going to go in. I've got nutritional yeast, which I keep in my jar.
Okay.
So this is full of B vitamins. And it kind of, it thickens sauces and it adds a little bit of
Like the structure to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it tastes kind of nutty and salty. So it's really nice.
It's sort of like me,
Cajun
nutty and
spice.
salty.
There are different vinegars. I don't know how they make different vinegars. I know that this is rice vinegar, and a lot of Asian recipes call for that. Anytime you see a peanut sauce recipe, they usually call for a rice vinegar versus a wine vinegar that has a totally different flavor.
Okay.
Now it's cooking.
So
Yeah, I can smell it. Ooh, there it is. Okay.
So basically, even though I gave a recipe that's using teaspoons and tablespoons, cooking is not a precise science. It's
Right.
not like baking.
Yeah, my mom always just throws stuff in. It always
it's-
turns out okay.
It's
though,
more
so that's
intuitive.
fine. Yeah.
So really, the recipe is more about just using the same measurements
Okay.
when you're measuring. So what I'm going to do with this is a heaping teaspoon, my teaspoon.
Is that
of-
crunchy peanut
This is
butter?
crunchy peanut butter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's smooth or crunchy. And then I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons.
You can't see anything. Well,
Just
there it is.
crunchy peanut
It's just
butter.
peanut butter.
Just
Couple
peanut
of
There you go.
tablespoons of nutritional yeast.
Okay.
All right.
The yeast. Mix that.
And then I'm going to put approximately, they say that with minced garlic, that 1 clove is a teaspoon. So I'd say
Okay.
a couple of cloves of garlic.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put 2 tablespoons
I got to turn this.
of this, the amino
Of the, soy.
soy.
Pretend soy, right?
Smell that.
Pretend soy.
Pretend soy sauce. Oh, I see you have a wristband. What does that say?
Ah,
Vegan for life.
There you
Do you wear
go.
that every day?
I do.
Do you sleep in it?
I
shower?
do.
Never take it
I
off.
never
'cause
take
you're
it
vegan
off.
for life.
2 tablespoons of the rice vinegar.
Okay.
And then a hefty dose of spice. Mark says there's never too
smells
much
really good. I
spice.
feel
Never
bad
too
for
much
the people that
spices.
cannot
Never too
smell
much
this right
spice.
now.
I lived in
we're
New
gonna
Orleans for a while. I love the Cajun spices.
That much. And then we're going to add water. So this recipe is basically, depends on what you're using it, is how thick you want it. So sometimes I'll really thin it out if we just want a dipping sauce
Right.
versus keeping it thicker. Mark likes to put it in his salad.
Yeah. Oh, right. This is the salad
Yep.
dressing that you were talking
Yep.
about.
Yep. It's great as salad dressing.
I bet.
But we're going to turn it into a sauce.
Into a
so
sauce. Yum.
There we go.
So it's nice
and
and
I can't
liquidy.
show you, or it would just,
It's gonna fall
Fall
out,
out.
but it's just a little peanut sauce. A little dressing.
A little bit of dressing.
That looks really good. Smells really good. Wow.
Now they're starting
right.
to brown. I can
Smash
hear them
down.
cook.
So much left over
And
too.
then-
Just eat it
Well,
out of
we're
the
just
bowl.
we're gonna make more.
Yeah.
And so basically, I mean, look at how fast we
Yeah.
just made
Like
burgers.
10 minutes, not even.
Making it from scratch,
Yeah.
making a sauce. Nothing has preservatives in it.
You feel good about what
It's-
you're eating.
It's
and it
very
tastes good.
inexpensive to make your own beans. 1 bag of a pound of dried beans is
Okay.
the equivalent of 5 cans of.
Wow.
So when you look at the cost breakdown of making your own beans,
Yeah.
and what I do is I make them and I set 1 can is approximately 1.5 cups.
Okay.
So I separate it out into 5 jars.
Okay.
1.5 cup sizes.
Okay.
So then I have them in the fridge and I can use them in other recipes that call for
Perfect.
beans.
For
And when it
leftovers?
calls for a can of beans, that's one.
And I feel like beans are used in a lot of vegan recipes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
Great source
turns
of
out
protein.
that as more people are cooking vegan, they're creating more recipes. And you'd be amazed at how many desserts
Yeah.
can be made with beans because they're very neutral in flavor.
Yes.
So they'll take, it's almost like tofu.
I wonder
So-
if there's enough. We have about a minute to go. Do we have
Well-
enough time for her to try it?
Do we have enough time to, we have to melt a
We
couple of
can-
slices
Cheese
on
we
it.
can
it.
try that
I've
real
never had this type
fast.
of cheese. I'm very excited.
Oh, that's hard to do.
Do you want me
oh,
to
there
do
we
it?
go. I
You
got
have
it.
No,
I
you're
got
the
it.
helper. I don't touch this food.
You
I
only
don't- I
eat the
just taste
food.
it.
You only eat the food.
I only
Here you go.
eat it.
And
Here's
we'll
another one.
hope. We'll hope that we have enough time.
There's gonna be enough time.
There's gonna be enough
There
time.
will be.
gonna-
There will be.
There will be.
There will be time.
So that's basically it.
Yeah,
Any
the
other
sauce
questions? What would you like to know?
Where did you find this recipe? Did you make it up, or did you find it somewhere?
You know what? I belong to a lot of newsletters.
Online stuff?
But also anything that you want to veganize. All you have to do is Google vegan bean burgers, and you'd be amazed at how many people have taken the time to post recipes. And then you bring it up.
Easy to follow,
you try, usually what I do is I
Start in
try
the melt.
someone's recipe, and then I tweak it. So I'll give it their recipe as it is first.
Wow.
And then see what I like and what I don't like.
I just want to learn how to cook first, and then once I learn how to cook, I can do all this.
Well, look at how easy
almost
this
there.
is.
And you
We're
know what? I
almost
could
there.
probably do this.
You
We're
could do
almost
this.
there.
Cooking,
We're not
cooking
gonna-
is
we're not
very
gonna-
simple.
We're gonna wait until we eat, right? We're gonna wait until she tries it. We have to see.
We have to watch.
We
every
have
day.
to try it. We have to try it. We have to
Get the
try
plate
it.
ready.
Hopefully
Little
that's
sauce?
hopefully that's hot enough.
A little sauce on it.
I'll keep cooking this one.
Is there a fork?
Did we forget the forks?
Well, to be honest with you,
It's gonna get a little messy.
all right,
That's okay.
We got a spoon.
I was
Could use
planning
very
on.
garlicky, but
Oh, I see. We have
I was
toothpicks.
planning on just
toothpick.
doing
Well, let's
small
just- yeah, let me
slices
just-
and a
I'm gonna have
toothpick.
Perfect. That's all I need. That's a
We
little
just
taste
we
test.
we have to do the taste
We
test.
have to do the taste test.
We have to.
Can we all try it together?
Just make sure that you don't burn your mouth.
Well,
Okay,
we
is
know
it
what it tastes like. You got to
We know,
you got to
but, I mean, we
dip
can all
into the peanut
experience
sauce.
it.
You
All right,
ready?
so I'm gonna take this.
Uh-oh, it's coming apart.
You know what? I'm using
Here.
my hands.
Or
No,
that.
use a spoon.
I'll use the spoon.
You
It's
got
gonna
a
be really
napkin.
garlicky.
Yeah, get that.
I've got
All right.
lots of spoons.
Hold on. Don't. You're going to ruin the taste.
I don't want to ruin the taste,
Yeah.
but I mean.
Can
I don't
you
have
reach
a-
that?
Can I reach what?
I got it.
We'll wipe it off. We'll wipe it off.
Wipe off the spoon.
Yeah, wipe off the spoon.
Take off that garlic. You don't want that. on
There you go.
Really
Now
bad
try
breath.
it.
All right. Okay, here it goes. Dip it in the sauce.
Yes? Yes? Excellent.
It's working? It's working.
Wow.
Excellent.
Great work, you guys.
Kudos to the
That
chef.
was awesome. Seriously.
And to the helper. Wait a
Wow.
minute. That was backwards.
No, this was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for being on our show. We really enjoyed having you here. This was so much fun, and this was delicious. Thank you for being here tonight, everyone, and have a nice night. Thank you so much. Oh my God, so good. Yeah. Woo, that.
I got me a complication, and it's an only child. Concern my reputation. Sometimes